الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وكفى والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters in Iman, tonight we have the 8th lecture of series of 10 lectures, and we have only two more lectures, and then we will be concluding this series. This series is about self-building, a very important theme, very important discussion. We have covered a lot of grounds, and today we are actually concluding that one area of our discussion, which was tahliya. Remember, it was a 3-point formula, and that was takhliya, tahliya, and tajliya. So we discussed about takhliya, which was emptying out ourself from all those weaknesses or bad habits and bad behaviors. Then we started this discussion of tahliya, which was actually adopting some good habits and good behaviors and good practices. This discussion we are going to inshallah conclude today, and then next lecture, which is going to be actually, I forgot earlier because we missed one lecture. So the next lecture is the final and the last lecture of the series of these 10 lectures. And next Thursday we will talk about tajliya, which is also a very important point. Today we are going to talk about those practices or good practices that which we need to adopt in order to build ourselves, in order to take care of ourselves, in order to be able to continue this journey of success and the journey which is considered as spiritual journey, a journey which will take us inshallah closer and closer and closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We spoke about ibadat, we spoke about mu'amalat, and today it is about ta'amulat, which is actually interactions, that how do we interact with ourselves and with others. So that is the main discussion, and the focus is about interacting with ourselves or taking care of ourselves. Unfortunately, it is very common practice that we are so much concerned about others that we forget ourselves. We are concerned about our children the most, and then most of the time also we are very much concerned about our spouses or our siblings or our friends and our neighbors and community members and this entire world. And we just keep thinking about them, and we keep talking to them, and we keep advising them or criticizing them, but hardly we get any chance to take care of ourselves, which is actually most important. So, there are so many things, but I have selected a few to share with you within this very little span of time. Number one is maintaining our well-being, our physical well-being. Our physical well-being is very important, my brothers and sisters. If we are not physically well, then it is very it's going to be very difficult to be spiritually well, because spiritual well-being involves a lot of worship, lot of service, and lot of other activities. And in order to be able to do all those things, first of all, we need to be physically fit. If we are weak, if we are ailing, and if we are always aching, and there are pains here and there in our body, we cannot stand still, we cannot sit properly, we cannot walk, if we cannot talk, if we cannot do those kind of physical activities, then we become bitter, we become kind of itchy, and we become depressed. And in all those kind of situations, then it becomes very difficult to do anything which is spiritual, and or to remain steadfast on the spiritual path. So that is why physical fitness and our physical well-being is essential. And Islam as our religion puts strong emphasis on our physical well-being as it puts the emphasis on our spiritual well-being. So number one, the thing which is highly emphasized in Islam, that is the cleanliness, nadafat and taharat. We know that saying, which is very famous saying of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, that an-nadafatu min al-iman, that cleanliness is part of iman. According to some other narrations, it is half of deen and half of our religion is the cleanliness. Being clean, being neat physically is very important for our this well-being, physical well-being. And in Islam we see that keeping our body clean and neat, for example, this wudu which we perform before every prayer, or when we want to recite Quran, when we want to touch the Quran, we have to perform the wudu. And in certain conditions, ghusl. So wudu and ghusl are also designed to keep us clean, not only spiritually but even physically. And also it is highly recommended that whenever we want to eat the food or anything, when we want to eat or drink, we should wash our hands. Washing hands now has become very essential and very much emphasized in the days of this pandemic, that even our president has to now talk about it and tell people about this simple thing of washing the hands. And scientists and doctors, and they demonstrated actually to people how to wash their hands. They found out that the most of the people even don't know how to wash their hands. So washing the hands before enjoying our food or after eating our food, it is highly recommended to wash our hands. Similarly, rinsing our mouth and brushing our teeth. It was established sunnah of the Prophet and Imam alayhimu salatu wassalam, that they were used to brush their teeth before every prayer. When they would go and do their wudu, so first they would brush their teeth and then they would do the wudu. So this is all to keep us clean and neat. Similarly, we were recommended and we are recommended that we should clip our hairs, we should clip our nails, keep our body and our libas, our dress, our clothing, whatever we wear, it should be clean, it should be neat, it should be washed. It doesn't have to be always new and expensive and very trendy, but it is supposed to be clean and neat and pure. So, it's about the body, then it is about libas, then it is about anything which is in our use. It can be our car, it can be our chair, it can be our table, it can be our working place, these can be our instruments which we use to work and our tools which we use to work, and of course it is going to be our house, our home, where we live. So the cleanliness of all these things, keeping ourselves, our body, our libas, our tools, our instruments, our table, our chair, our kitchen, our bedrooms, our living rooms, our home, our house, our car, whatever we have and we use it, it should be clean and neat. And these days now they are telling you even to sanitize it or to do all those kind of things, but at least we are talking about keeping it clean and neat. That is going to help us in long run to remain healthy, and it will guarantee our physical well-being. And of course, when ulama they talk about it, they quote those riwayat which emphasize keeping our heart, our soul, our mind and our thoughts also clean and positive. Because whatever is in our mind, whatever is at our heart, that also affects our physical well-being. Our mind, our heart should have always positive thoughts and positive kind of ideas. We should not hold grudges against people. We shouldn't have jealousy. We shouldn't have bad plans about others. We should be people who are very positive in our thinking, who are always pleased to see other people when they are doing good, and we should be always keeping this positive attitude. Positive attitude gives us more energy, and it helps us to maintain the well-being. So that is one area where we need to make sure that we keep ourselves clean, neat, and maintain our well-being. After this, the second area which is also important, that is the nourishment. That is eating and drinking or consuming the nutritious food. In Islam, it is highly emphasized to eat fresh, to eat halal, to eat pure, and to eat what gives you energy, what helps you to maintain your good health and energy, energetic food. And Islam forbids from eating something which is haram, which is impure, which is not clean, or which damages your health. And if it damages severely or seriously, then it becomes haram to consume that. So, good food, halal food, pure food, fresh food, and nutritious food is also very much important, because if we want to remain healthy and if we want to remain energetic, so that we can stand up in the middle of night when we want for the Salatul Layl, or we can get ready for Salatul Fajr, or after a long working day, now we can still have the energy to do our Maghrib and Isha on time and with proper adab, and also we are able to fast, or we are able to do some service at home or in neighborhood and volunteer for some good causes here and there. So we need energy, we need good health, and in order to have that much energy and health, we need to have good food. Unfortunately, people skip their breakfast, they don't eat good lunch, and they are just like walking around and eating something little here and there, mostly coffee or donuts and that kind of stuff, which is not healthy, and it doesn't give you enough energy which you need. So that is also one important area. My brothers and sisters, we need to maintain a good culture at home, that we all, as a family, we plan about it, we help each other, we try to pitch in, and everybody should make an effort that there should be fresh, homemade food instead of all pizza deliveries and all those outdoor meals. Most of those are not very healthy, and they use so much spices and so much oil and so many other ingredients which are not good for our health. So the best food is the food which we prepare at our own home. And if it is made together as a team at home, then it is even better. Then, my brothers and sisters, another area which is important for us, for maintaining ourselves, maintaining our physical well-being, that is that we should get enough sleep. We are living in a time and in a society where most of the people are sleep deprived. It's a common problem in this day and age, that most of the people, because of this so-called postmodern lifestyle and very fast food lifestyle, people are not getting enough sleep. They will spend too much time on, now they don't watch TV that much, but internet, and surfing on internet, and spending too much time on social media, so that it becomes, they go to bed very late at night, and then again, if their child is in the other room, but this little child, the most dear one, is the cell phone which is just next to the pillow. And the messages keep coming, and you don't get good sleep and uninterrupted sleep. So, good sleep, the best time to sleep is the first part of the night, the first portion of night, the early time at night. That was the sunnat of Prophet, that was the sunnat of Imam, and that is actually the best time to go to bed and to sleep. You don't get that much energy in the later part of night if you sleep. So we need to work on our schedule. We are not forced to follow others and this culture or other people at our own home, in our own bedroom. At least we can make our own culture at our home and try to wind up things earlier at night, eat early, which is sunnat. And by the way, that is the American way of taking dinner also. They eat early, and then instead of wasting time here and there, we should all just go and go to bedrooms earlier part of the night. And then getting up early in the morning is very important, because when we get up early in the morning, so we can do Salatul Layl, Namaz-e-Tahajjud, which again has so much blessings and barakat in every area of our life, dunya and akhirat. Rizq, success, blessing, barakat, and just call it anything. Namaz-e-Tahajjud and Namaz-e-Layl, Namaz-e-Shab has impact on that. So, get up early in the morning and then don't go back to the bed. It's a bad habit which many people have, that they will get up for the 2 rakat prayer, go and pray while they are sleeping and they are awake just in the middle. They are not fully awake, they are not fully sleeping. They will just do some kind of wudu and some kind of that 2 rakat namaz and again back to the bed. That is makruh. And it has again, according to our riwayat, I don't know the medical science, but according to Hadees and riwayat, going bed to sleep and sleeping in the morning at the time when sun is rising and little before or after, that is makruh, and it has bad effects on health and on your sustenance and on your rizq and on your family and on your business. So when you get up in the morning and do the prayer, then there are so many other things to do. So recite Quran, recite du'as, ta'qibat, or go for morning walk, do some exercise, take shower, you can make a good breakfast, you can do some other things at home, you can prepare for your day, take your notes, make your lists, make your plans, just go ahead and take lead on others and start working at very early in the morning. But then it is recommended that to take little nap at the noon. If it is possible, then take little nap, maybe if not more, for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour. If you can take that nap, that is recommended. It is sunnat of Prophet and Imam, and it is even in these days, doctors and these people the experts are telling that it is important and it has good impact on your health. When we are talking about our routine about sleeping, basically if you look at riwayat, we see that our riwayat, our ahadith are telling us that don't go to either extreme of sleeping or waking up, meaning maintain moderation, take good sleep, but don't just keep sleeping. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like the person, according to ahadith and riwayat, that who is all asleep all night from the Maghrib until the sunrise is all sleeping. So the person should get up at the Fajr time. Or someone that who is taking all the sleep the whole day and whenever you see is sleeping on couch or in bed or on chair and whenever. So that is also not good for your mind, for your memory, for your brain, for your health. So you need to be alert. And also we need to learn the time management. It is related to time management. Time is our capital. Time is our life. Time is the most expensive asset or most valuable asset which we have. So we need to manage the time. We need to know what to do, when to do, and then when to begin, when to end, and then having a good control of our time. And it will, and if we have good health, and if we want to have good health, the time management also helps us. The last item which I will talk today, that is, we are recommended and highly recommended that we should have some good hobbies, some good hobbies that we enjoy, some exercise, and some other halal activities which charge us again, so that we get fresh, we get charged, and then we go back to what we were supposed to do, whether it is ibadat, whether it is service, whether it is work or job or whatever. So otherwise life will become so boring. Many people, their life doesn't have any fun in it. There is no fun and there is no joy in the life. It's all work, or worry. So that also is a pain, and it tears you out. So we need to have, yes, we need to have ibadat, we need to have service, we need to have family, we need to have friends, but we need to take care of ourselves, and we need to have some good activities, some good hobbies, walk, swimming, or some good game, some good sport, or some exercise. These are also very important things, my brothers and sisters, and which we need to make sure that we are engaged in. I will finish this with the hadith of Imam Musa al-Kazim alayhi salatu wassalam, where he says, Ijtahidu fi an yakuna zamanukum arba'a sa'at. Seventh Imam says that make sure that you divide all your day and night and your time into 4 categories, or in 4 portions. One portion, sa'atan li munajatillah. One portion of your time every day should be for ibadat, worship, dua. The other time, sa'atan li amril ma'ash. If one portion of your day should be for work, business, work, for livelihood. So you need to get out and work and engage in business or job or whatever, but that should be for earning your livelihood. And sa'atan li mu'asharat al-ikhwan wa thiqat. And a portion of your time should be in which you mingle and associate with some good friends, relatives, and professionals and knowledgeable people and scholars, to those who can guide you and help you and inspire you and answer your questions and give you some good tips for success, for happiness, for deen, for dunya. So have those kind of some good friends, professionals, alims, scholars, and people from all different walks of life, and spend some time with them, talk with them, have conversation with them, visit them, get visited by them, and that will also bring you more ideas. It will keep you updated. You will learn so much, which is very important for you. And then a portion of time should be for yourself, with your family, with your enjoyment, with your fun, with your exercise or games or sports or your sleep, and with your family or whatever. So our time should be divided into all these areas, and we should be people who diversify our time, our efforts, and live a balanced life, and live a life which is very well-rounded, and a comprehensive kind of life. Deen, dunya, family, friends, job, and exercise and games and support, and all these things should be part of our life. It will help us to have good health, good well-being, and when physically we are well kept, inshallah, it will help us to be well in our spiritual life also. So that was it for tonight. I hope, inshallah, it will help everyone who is listening, and then inshallah we will have only one more lecture, which is very important lecture, and that is next Thursday night. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all and your families and everyone, inshallah, in the community and around the world. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.